Hi there, welcome back. I have a new video. So I've been struggling with how to swatch out all of my bottles of ink. My collection has grown considerably over the past year, and I've been wanting to kind of swatch everything and keep like a log of all my bottles. So I pulled out this is my traveler's notebook in standard size, and I have some inserts in here, and I may decide to order another one. Let's take this out. See, this is why it's just so easy for me. I use the little craft folder to hold my inserts. So I have, oh wait, I think I have this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. So this is all my samples. I was going to put it at the back, but since this is a different style of video, let's go with this notebook and get this out of the way. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is swatching. Maybe it'll lay like that. So I was watching Karina Loves to Plan, and she is doing like an A to Z, swatching all of her brands on a page. And so some of these videos might be short, some of them might be long, because I have some brands that I have a lot of inks from, and I have some brands that I only have a few, but those I will probably like group up and do 3 or 4 different, swatches for letters. So, but I'm going to start with A today. Yeah, I just go watch Karina. She has all the great ideas, but I was like, that is such a good idea to at least swatch and know what I have by brand. And then, because I've been doing different types of swatching, and to me that just makes sense, right? Then I'll have everything kind of all in one place, all in one notebook for all of my bottles, and they're done by brand. And I remember most of my inks, but I don't always remember what color they might be. So we're gonna do, what can I call this? I don't remember what she called it, but it's a great idea. So I think Inkventory. We're gonna go with that. Inkventory. Letter A. So we're gonna start off with all of my brands that start with the letter A. I only have one brand that starts with the letter A, and I have 5 bottles of ink. So we will see how short or long this video is, and may, like I said, adjust. The next letter is B, which I have like 20 bottles of Birmingham Penco ink. So that one I'll probably do at least by itself, because it's going to take a while. So let's see. I didn't really separate these, but I usually do. Okay, I think I have them all in order now. So the only brand I have that starts with the letter A is Anderillium. And I think I'm going to use my Hokoro dip pen and my glass little spoon. Zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. have water and paper towels, so we are good to go. Alright, so we are starting off with Banded King Shoemaker Butterfly Blue. I'm just going to do a swatch, I think, and write out the name. I might change the process of this over time, but for now, this is kind of what I want to do with it. I've been enjoying this Hokoro a little bit. It's a nice dip nib. So I took the feed out. This is the medium nib, and I had the feed in it, but I took it out because it was a little hard to clean and make sure you got like all the water out of it, and I didn't want to be dipping dirty water into my other jars. So this is the Banded King Shoemaker Butterfly Blue. That's a beautiful blue. I'm not a huge blue ink person, but that is such a pretty color. Just have something to put my arm down on. I noticed that I did have some issues with my smaller notebooks absorbing a little bit of oils, so try to put something down. This is Moray Eel Green. Is it not? There we go. Moray Eel Green. Next up is Rosy Maple Moth Pink. This one I picked up at the Atlanta Pen Show. Yeah, that's a lovely, just beautiful true pink. Next up is Tulip Moth Warm. It's kind of a little bit red, but it's just a good, really nice brown. You can see the shading. It's a good color. This is, oh wow, that is, I wonder if that's because I had water left on this. Because that just feathered everywhere, and I've not ever had that happen. It's got to be something on this paper because, or the water. Maybe I won't use this. This is a little harder to dry. Andrellium. Tulip. Moth worm. It might be where my finger was because it looks like it's just those two letters. That's what I was talking about. We'll see how it does right here because my hand was probably all right there. But I've not had any kind of issues with this. I'm gonna swap my, this is a little harder to dry unless you pull the, it'd be good for like actual writing, but yeah, maybe not so much for what I'm doing. This one's just a little easier to dry out. It doesn't seem to hold water as much, but we only have one ink left to go. So last up we have Whale Shark Gray, and I really like this one too. Such a pretty color. But yeah, you can see where I wrote on the other, none of them have that, and then most of the letters don't have, even where it's still pulling, it's not, it has to be where my oils for my hands. That's why I wanted to grab this so I could put it down to not have that happen, but I didn't do it soon enough, so. Alright, so we are using Whale Shark Gray. Oh. Yeah, it's very gray. You can definitely tell it's gray and not black. I haven't used this one yet. I think I gave one sample out, but I have not inked this in a pen because I have so many grays. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I need to, but it's more of like a bluish gray, so we'll wait for that to dry. But you can definitely tell it's gray in the writing. And this is a medium. Iro Utsushi is it's the Pilot dip nib, and I have mine in medium. So, and you can definitely tell that that is gray. So let's kind of get this in the shot, and I'll back out just a little bit and we will let that dry, and I will talk to you about these inks. Okay, so these are mostly dry, and I just wanted to kind of zoom in and just show each one of them a little close up, just a little bit more in depth, so you can kind of see there's no shading or no sheening or shimmer. The owner of Andrellium did do a post on that on his Instagram about how he didn't add anything that would add plastics to the environment, microplastics to the environment, things like that. So he does not use shimmer in any of his inks, so they are all just standard inks. So we have the Andrellium Banded King Shoemaker Butterfly Blue, Andrellium Moray Eel Green, Rosy Maple Moth Pink, Tulip Moth Warm, and Whale Shark Gray. And I really enjoy all of those. I think they're all really pretty colors. And I like that I don't have anything that really look like they're all a different color. They're all, you know, I don't have 2 or 3 of the same. I do have some brands where I have 2 or 3 of the same very similar shades, and that's kind of why I wanted to do this, to see if there are any inks that I need to get rid of. I really do want to try to do something and be able to look at these inks and say, okay, that's enough. I have 3 of this, you know, very similar shade. And when you look at the, you know, you look at the swatches, they're beautiful and they show all this sheening and shading and shimmer. But when you look at the writing, does it differ? Do they look more like another color? And that was kind of where I was going with the Whale Shark Gray. It seemed so dark in the bottle that I figured it was just going to look black. And really the writing on it looks beautiful. Even though I can't spell. But you can see in that swatch it's all very dark and only slightly. But with the medium nib, and this is a finer medium, so you can definitely see that it's gray. And then, yeah, here, if you, I'm hoping you can see where it feathered just on those first two letters of the first 2 words. I believe that's just where my oils were. I must have had something on my hand, and just when I put my hand or arm right in that spot, it transferred. So that's why you want to use something under your arm and hand when you're writing. But I think these are all lovely. I will be keeping all of these, at least for now. They are beautiful inks and I need to use them. I actually am thinking that I might do, if you've watched my progress video from August, I'm not sure if that one's up yet, but the ink that I had in my Myers Pen Co. Kraken's Wake, I wasn't too thrilled with the performance in it, but I don't know if it might be the nib. So I think I may put my Wildtown Watts black nib on it and use this ink, because this is a very nice flowy ink. So, and I like that blue. I think it would match that pen really nicely. So I might try that in an upcoming monthly. It's not going to be this month or September or whatever, because I already kind of have that planned out, and I don't really want to use the same pen again with a different ink. So yeah, that's just going to be something for the future. But anyway, these are my letter A inks. I only have Androllium, at least for now. So I will be back with letter B. That video might be a little bit longer unless I kind of come up with a way to shorten this process a little bit, because I have a lot of Birmingham Pen Co. inks. So alright, that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.